All right, let's have a look. That looks good. That looks good. There we go. Online and ready to go. Okay, so after driving past this yesterday completely, found the 7th trial. It's this one over here, the red mall. This is where it is in Hugger Rift. It's on this bend here where this big pillar sticks out. Big spire. That one over there. So I saw this earlier, or yesterday, according to this time, on Spanger's stream. He found it, and that gave me a clue as to where it was, because I'd driven past it yesterday. Yeah, that frees up a bit of space in my inventory. Gotta get them blades. I've just started streaming. Now you want to go outside? Eh? You slept the whole day. Yes, you did. Hey, Ticky Ducks. Did you come to ask for permission to go outside? Typical cat. Just start streaming now. He wants to go outside. Cat's been sleeping the whole day, and 3 o'clock in the morning now they want to wake up. This is, of course, 3 o'clock in the morning for me, 2 o'clock in the UK. The weeping chasm. Yeah, that was an unintentionally cool move that I did there. Oh. But I got to remember that one. Pull up on the bloods. So, since I'm starting the stream with finding the seventh trial, I'm going to head back to the base and offload all my loot because I am going to be chock-a-block and I won't be able to pick up my bike. What the hell was that? Oh, is that crate? Why would they be hiding missiles down here? Okay, so that's that there. Right. Time for some sniffy sniff. Oh, there you go, the pupils. That is a fucking weather balloon.
Why were we created? Ibn Qirtaiba. The weight of a kindly god is a fearful thing. Do you understand, Wali?
But that word, I'm not Wally.
Our god gave us the Hurasikali Wali, the wind that eats flesh, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Carry shelter always against the coming of Kralizek. Bila Kaifa.
Right. So that's a tent that protects you from the storms.
From Nilotic al-Urobra. For our unwillingness to fight.
Come on.
For our willingness to forgive.
Get in. There we go.
For our willingness to forget.
I keep moving.
And the judges said, mine enemies are like green leaves eaten down, that did stand in the path of the tempest. Hast thou not seen what our Lord did? The weight of a kindly God is a fearful thing. Why did God create us? We are the action and knowledge of God. And
Well, it looks like a super fucking comfy tent, but how the hell do you carry that on your back? Because the bottom section looks like it's hard. like it's a hard shell.
Ibn Kirtaiba, the typhoon's struggle comes. Why were we created? To survive Kralizig, the war at the end of the universe. Yahya Shuhada. Remember Nilotic al-Urobra. Bila Kaifa.
Every trial has given you remember something at the end of the trial, and I'm starting to wonder if that's important. Right, so that teaches me how to make the still tent. Oh, she's really feeling it this time. I think with each hit she takes, she suffers a little bit more on every wake up. I do like this helmet skin though. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's have a look at Journey 8, the footsteps of the Fremen. The final test. Ooh, that's interesting. The last trial altar had a map. This map won, but this map one differs in its details. That didn't make much sense. It depicts a place at the border of Misa Taril in the west and Jabal Efrit al-Khab. I will find the source and see that in these trials. Right, so significant landmarks. There's a piece of rock. There's a piece of rock. There's a large piece of rock. So if we go here, you can't see it because I need to go and sever that. But you see that elongated piece of rock there? I think that is this here, which means the trial is close by. And I didn't realize that there was locations on these things, because if I had, I think I might have found them much easier. But yeah, I think it was fun to actually not know that and sort of try and figure it out. Oh, there's a big storm at the moment. In case these guys have all respawned.
There's someone
That is quite a satisfying head snap. Where does this come out? Getting better at that. Just good. Right, from here, need to get out. Spice explosion. There it is. For a second there, I was like, wait a minute, where's my bike? So, what's the best way to get out of here? Can you drive up that? No. Can't. Oops, it isn't. What is that? Wow, this thing's controls are really terrible. Is that a route up there? Yes, it is. There we go. Let's see if there's another route up here. Fucking rocks are everywhere. There's a cave there. What is here? That's Imperative Station 33. This cave is not marked. That's what was interesting to me. And I don't know why it wasn't marked. Does this go up or does it go out? That is the question. It looks like it might go up. Right, let's come out. Okay, I can see the ship now. I'm now one level below the top. Should I cross across there? I should be able to come across there, right? I think I see a way out now. Yep. Okay, so there's quicksand right here. Hug the wall here a little bit. Pass between the quicksand. And we're homeward bound. Go and drop off this loot. Yeah. Someone's set up a base over there. Ooh. Let's get out of here, quickly. Wait for Jim to bugger off. What the hell is that? Hey, can't at all. It's okay, never mind. Yeah, I just recycled my welding tool now. That wasn't intentional. So metal scrap. Okay. Right, let's have a look here. Filter extractor. Thank you. I'll take that. The capper. Hey, Kavar.
Look behind you. There's a noob.
There he is. How's it going? Are you online on the server? You're not online at the moment. Okay. Ooh. I want to check out this gun I found. You got through trial 4. Nice. Yeah, I just finished trial 7. I'm going to go do trial 8 now. Heavy darts. Okay, so that same one I'm currently using. That's good. Well, if you're just logging in and you want to come and join me, then I'll hop into a Discord that you can join me. I mean, we've got an hour and a half before the server restarts, so I'll go into the streaming and recording channel on the Order of Chaos Discord. Just let me know when you're there and I'll put you into the channel. Temporary framing shelter from the heat of day and wild sandstorms when entered drink from the tent to regain lost moisture that's been retained. Filter extractor Mark 3. Should make one of these as well. Yeah, when your audio is all set up, just join one of the Prime Squad channels, and I'll drag you across to the recording channel, to the streaming recording channel. Seems like it packs a bit of a punch. Okay. Right, that's pretty much everything I need set up. I want to get rid of that plane of suspense about as well. I can't get rid of that. Of course, that in there. Right, so that's all mats there. What is in here? Okay, that's where that stuff goes. Yeah, that's here. It's all medium blood sacks. Okay. Ducks, what are you doing on top of the printer? Why don't you sit on the bed? You're too big for that. Yeah. I need to go. Let me get Gavar over here quickly, and I need to go and rescue the stuff that's all on top of the printer. Hey, Gavar. How's it going? Are you still
Hey
on?
there.
Are you still on push to talk?
Yeah, I'm pushed to talk.
All right, give me 1 second. I need to go and pick up the mess the cat made on the printer quickly.
Lovely.
Mhm. Yeah, so we have some papers that were lying on top of the printer, and our oldest male cat decided he was going to jump up there and promptly threw all the papers all over the place. Alrighty. Whereabouts are you now?
I'm still at my base dropping off stuff. I'll be headed over in just a minute.
And you're not far away, are you?
Nope, just around the corner. You ran right past me yesterday.
Yep. Why don't I see you in the list? There you are. Alright, send you a party invite. Send you a friend invite as well.
I got the friend invite.
Yep. Party invite is still there. I can resend it. There we go. Yeah, you are literally just around the corner.
So there's
Okay.
evidently a setting we can turn on so that we can actually see each other on the map.
Oh, I can see you on the map if you're in the party.
Oh, okay. I think I got it.
Yeah. Right, so where are you up to tech level wise?
I'm making steel now.
Okay. Well, I've got a quest for the palace. And then we can go up to where the aluminum is if you want. Have you got what's your cutter array? Is it Mark III?
It's only Mark II.
Okay, that's fine. I can mine it from you can have it.
Cool. I can just support.
Sounds good to
I
me.
can only be on for about an hour anyway.
It's about an hour and the server's going to restart anyway, so. Oh, right over the drum sand. There he is. Hey there, big boy. Okay. That's a lot of sand over there. That was a worm that just passed there. Okay, here goes nothing.
Sure, you got the faster bite. Using me as bait.
Ah, you're fine. Okay. Gotta watch yourselves here, it's PvP. Make sure you get your shield on. Okay. Looks like we're clear here. 89 meters that way. Oh, that's radiation. Don't want to go in there. 17 meters. Search the wreck of the palace. Um, 10 meters. Okay, it's inside. I see it now. I'm looking at the wrong freaking marker.
Eighth day in a row of desanding the engine core. Unsure how the sand even gets in. Had Higgs borrow some extra hands to help look for leaks and tears in the hull. Nothing.
These are like torpedoes.
Starting to imagine the Hawks flipped someone just to have them sprinkle a fistful of dust in the gears. It's everywhere. In our bunks, in our chow. Our ships just aren't built to go up against these tiny grains of sand. You could park this ship in Lake Argent for a week and not a drop of water would get in. But the sand eroded into specks. Specks that sneak through every last little crevice. Specks of daily maintenance. Guess what thrilling obstacle we'll be tackling tomorrow? Did you guess sand?
Okay, we've got to get through here, but we need a identity band. Yeah, those are definitely missiles. And this looks like it's an Atreides ship. There we go. One second. Got to plug in the headphones. It's been a long day for the wireless headphones. Hey, how's it going, Raywhite? Okay. That's the direction we came from, so we're gonna go this way. Ooh. Legion tattoo. Alright, quest completed. There's another identity band here. And that brings us out. So any loot, any other loot in here?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, PvP, so it's not loot for everybody, it's loot for whoever takes it. But we'll regroup
Right.
outside the PvP zone and see what we got.
So is that why there's no NPCs? Because
Yep.
it's PvP.
This is PvP, yeah. Okay, I think we're still in the PvP zone. So let's get our bikes out. And let's go up there to the rocks. Oh. You made a friend. Okay, so let's have a look here. I picked up Kirab Scout Jacket. Armor value is 56. Legion Tattoo, which is a submachine gun. It's a token for that to make it. Handout scanner. And a couple of normal items. So I have got no use for the SMG. I don't like them. Here's some spice infused iron dust as well, and you could take that and that.
Yep, just whatever you don't need. I'm good.
Yeah. It's on the ground there.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, so now I want to get up here somewhere. Let's go. Let's cross over there. So with my ping, do you see me rubber banding it at all?
I haven't yet.
That's interesting. I mean, I know we get the occasional little lag spike and stuff like that, but I gotta say, like, from a multiplayer perspective, they did really well with this game. Okay, we have a clear shot over to there.
Yeah, and we both have about the same pig, and it seems to do pretty good.
Yeah. All right, let's go. That's right, of course, you're in North America. You're connecting to the EU server.
Right. I get about 130 to 150.
118 I peaked at. Okay. I should have a look at the map for the... Because I'm on the final journey now. Between these two up to there. So it should be somewhere over here. What's that over there? I don't know, can you do the journeys out of sequence? I don't think you can you?
No. You can't get the quest for the next one until you finish it.
Oops. There's some kind of invisible wall there. Alright. It's not
I'm seeing the
showing.
back side of the mountains. Yeah, we're inside something.
Shadrath's tomb. There should be a cave here. I'm just gonna go inside, check it out. I think the eighth one is inside this thing here. Just want to confirm that because you see the Fremen stuff on the wall. Yeah, there it is. Cool. Come back for that. I think there's a storm coming. Yeah, there's definitely a storm coming. Good thing there's a base nearby. Are you able to get inside? There we go.
Yep.
Nice. And I can top up on my water.
Got no access for me, but I got plenty.
You got a liter John or a deciliter John?
Yeah, I've got several.
Okay, drop it on the ground. I'll fill it for you.
Awesome.
Wow, this place is pretty chock full in blood. Then again, I think the cistern was also quite full. Okay, I think the storm passed in lower Hugger Rift. Because it's gone away now. It's going. I saw that.
You saw nothing. Actually, I'd drive them right off cliffs, push them hard.
Ride him hard, put him away wet, right?
Yeah, but you don't take damage when you're riding, so why not?
Yeah. Looks like someone's been through here recently. Ah, here we go. You can pick the ore up.
Cool.
So that first Coriolis storm, I was up here 2 hours before the storm hit. And you couldn't see 10 meters in front of you.
Yeesh.
Yeah, I love what they did with that Coriolis storm, by the way. It's so fantastic how it builds up.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I highly suggest, if you're on, what is it? I think it's next Tuesday. If you can be online for it. It's something to experience because it builds up during the day, but the last 2 hours or so, you can, oops, wrong bucket. You can really see that intensity grow.
Cool. Yeah, I wasn't far enough out yet to see the last one.
Iron Watch. Yeah, this will have intel. Heavy caliber compressors. Anybody home? Doesn't look like it. Oh. I think they know we're here. There's the intel. Ooh, jeez. Ooh, flamethrower. Ooh, radiation suits. I had to jump on top to get it. No, you didn't.
Sorry, my hotkeys are too close together and I keep hitting the wrong one. So I jump instead.
I just wish there's a little bit less recoil on this pistol, but then again, considering damage it does, I suppose there has to be a trade-off, right? Okay, there's more loot down here. Oh, my backpack's full.
Yeah, it doesn't take much.
I've got to put the ore in the bike. While we are here, I wonder. Have you got a survey probe with you?
Got a what? A survey probe?
Yeah.
Nope, didn't bring any.
Okay, I got spares. Oops. Don't forget to bleed them.
I drove my bike straight up a vertical cliff today. It was weird. I fell off, it clung to the side, and I just drove back up.
Wow. And grab some basalt here as well. Looks like a good place to That's not very nice. There's got to be a way up there.
I like the way the bikes have brake lights on them.
That's interesting. There is not a way up there. Suppose we're gonna have to climb. What is going on? My freaking suspensor belt is not activating when I press my spacebar for some reason.
It's iffy for me.
There we go. That time it worked. The hell? No, it's having some real trouble. Just jump up. Come on, man. Oh, nice. Okay, seems like about the highest spot. I'll grab these over here. Do a survey for yourself. Oh, that's a beautiful sunset there. No, 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 I did that again. Keep forgetting C is not crouch in this game. Fuck's sakes.
And I'm left-handed, so I have to remap every button. Yay, survey done.
Cool. Time to get down off this mountain.
Getting down is easy. It's just surviving that's the harder part.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not at all.
All right. Let's see where we are.
I'm gonna have to drink. Hold on.
Okay.
My delicate skin doesn't like this heat.
Yeah, just making sure we're going the right way. I come through here with a buggy. Get a lot of aluminium.
Nice.
Because the yield of the buggy, even though it's low yield, is much, much better. Ah! Could have sworn I was going to miss that thing. Okay, so
And here's your survey gun back.
yeah, thanks. Right, so there is that.
Nice.
Some more. Okay, here's the rest of it. Okay. Cool. I'm going to shoot off and do that. See if I can do that trials quickly before the server restarts.
Awesome. Have fun.
Cool, cool.
I'll leave you now. Thanks for the invite.
Cool. No problem, man. You know
And good
where
luck
the
with the trial.
aluminium is, get yourself a level 3 cutter and you
Yep,
can
yep.
go mine that.
Cool. Thanks.
Cool.
I have no idea how to leave a party.
Bum, 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 bum. Like that. Okay. The siege. Interesting. Funny cubes lying all over the place. The detritus of a lost civilization, by the looks of things. Again, why would you bring missiles in here? Ah, those are like rocket launchers or something. Some kind of tool. Carving the door depict a series of planets, a slender projection of a handprint flickers in the front of the door. Place your hand on the projection. Where of machinery begins from the walls around the door.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin?
Ah. That was the last one that they mentioned.
We grew soft, Wali. So God brought us the weight of kindliness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way.
Ooh, that's a good one. Thurgrod?
You have failed the proving, young Wali.
Oh, okay, so it's not Thurgrod.
We are the people of Misr. We grew soft, Wali. So on our wanderings,
Okay.
we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and violence was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali? We remember
So
the
Lucia
slave
Secundus, I remember
trades
that
where we
one.
were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali?
I think this one was Rossack.
You have failed the proving, young Wali.
Okay, it's not Rossack.
We are the people of... We grew soft, Wali. On our wanderings, we remember the slave cribs where we were held. You have failed the proving,
Okay.
young Wali.
So, trial and error.
We are the people. We grew soft. On our wandering, we remember the slave. The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing for our Sayadina.
That one,
So
Rossack?
many
Yes, it
planets
was.
Across so many centuries, our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
Okay, this is not the one. This is not the last one. So, is that one Thurgrod?
A
I remember
long
Thurgrod
journey,
being.
young Wali.
Okay, there
But
we
we are
go.
almost home. Just one last place of suffering, where our children were taken and made slaves.
I think that's Rossack.
You have failed the
No,
proving.
fuck. I remember the name Rossack.
We are the people. We grew soft on our wandering. We remember the slave crib. The
So
thread
that
of
was
the
there.
past was carried by word until we found the poison drug. One of the cursed planets was a blessing. So many planets
Okay.
across so many centuries. Our people. A
So God,
long
it's not
journey,
Rossack, so
young
it's...
The time
There we
of
go.
Milna has ended. Young
Fuck.
Wali, pass within and seek
Would
your
have been
way.
easy if I'd remembered all the names. Oh, there's someone behind me.
The path of the Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge. You are no Masquerade cultist. Who are you? What do you seek here?
Lady, I'm over here. Lady. Trials of Akko brought me here in search of the Fremen.
The trials of Akal. Knowledge of that name lends you credibility. But you seek the Fremen? You must know they're dead.
Seen them in my spice-filled dreams. I've seen enough to doubt that they're really dead. Some really detailed eyebrows.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it?
We just opened. I don't
Perhaps we
know
can
how.
help each other.
What do you want out of this place?
I'm a scholar of Fremen's social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me. And I've studied the layout of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Mosqueret trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down. And I have yours. The name's Aerie.
Okay, so who do you work for,
I
Aerie?
serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin.
Shadam says they're dead. Do you say different?
Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This siege bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
Okay. So there's a route there, there's a route there. They're giving me dots. Why are they giving me dots? I have my dots about this. Right. Follow the lights.
Did you encounter the Mosqueret on your way here? There's some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west.
14 minutes. Can I do it in time?
Far east. But if they found this place, they'll be coming. Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed. Visitors could shed their dusty still suits and find refreshment. Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Well, good for you. I did just that.
subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar to deny key areas and resources to any survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves to crush the invading assault force. Barracks were through here, I believe, and likely an armory. It's probably for the best that this way is impassable.
Okay, so can't go this way. I did see another rock back there.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Sardaukar and resources to any survivors. Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves to crush the invading assault force or channel them to a kill zone.
This is quite the maze.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate
Shelter,
the soil.
sand.
You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces.
Right,
We will start with
grass.
these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and
Open
situated
bodies of
along
water.
lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us
There's a little bit in
controlling
there still, just right
3%
now.
of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps. To begin, bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you
I don't think I'm
learn
going to have
recognize
time
the
to
language
complete this
of the
before the server
ecological
restarts.
transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open. Our
Okay.
first goal on Arrakis is
I
grassland
don't know if this is
provinces.
instanced,
We will start with
but
these mutated poverty grasses.
I'll see if we can
When we
pick
have
this up
moisture
tomorrow.
locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests.
I need to
Then a
figure
few
out, I
open
think the
bodies of water,
middle
small
one is
at
what
first,
the,
and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators.
figure out
spaced
that
in the
sequence,
lines
but
to capture what
yeah.
the wind steals. We must
Fortunately,
create a
I'm
true
going to get
sirocco,
cut short by
a moist
time.
wind, but we will never get away from the necessity
Let me
for
just
wind
move away
traps.
from this guy
This
quickly.
ecological transformation
Going to get cut short by time here. The server's going to restart in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to call it there, and what we'll do is I will log back in tomorrow, and we can go through this. We can start the stream with this, if it doesn't kick me out completely. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you very much for joining.